Grab your green. It's time to learn about the history, traditions, and symbolism of St. Patrick's Day. You might know it as a holiday filled with the color green, exciting parades, Irish pride, and shamrock symbols everywhere. But there's so much more to this celebration than pinching anyone who's not wearing green. Where did St. Patrick's Day come from? Who was St. Patrick? And how did this Irish holiday evolve into a worldwide celebration that we know today? In this video, we'll uncover the fascinating history of St. Patrick's Day, explore its modern traditions, and look at the symbols that make this holiday unique. Stick around to the end for some fun facts that you might not have heard before. Let's get started. To understand St. Patrick's Day, we first need to learn about St. Patrick himself. St. Patrick is the patron saint of Ireland, but surprisingly, he wasn't born in Ireland. He was actually born in Britain, likely around the 4th century or early 5th century. His given name was probably Maewyn Succat, and he came from a Romanized family. As a teenager, Patrick was captured by Irish raiders and taken to Ireland as a slave. He spent years tending sheep in captivity. During this time, he turned to Christianity for comfort and guidance. After several years, Patrick managed to escape and return home. However, he later felt called to return to Ireland as a missionary, believing it was his duty to convert the Irish people to Christianity. He spent the rest of his life spreading Christian teachings and establishing churches and schools across Ireland. He is credited with playing a major role in spreading Christianity throughout the country. St. Patrick died on March 17th, around the year 461 AD. Over time, this date became a day of remembrance for him. By the 9th or 10th century, Irish people were observing March 17th as a religious feast to honor St. Patrick. Originally, St. Patrick's Day was a solemn occasion. It was a day for attending church services and reflecting on the contributions of St. Patrick to Irish Christianity. The holiday gradually became more festive, especially as Irish culture spread across the world. Today, it is celebrated with parades, festivals, and various traditions that highlight Irish heritage. While St. Patrick's Day originated in Ireland, it became widely celebrated in other parts of the world, particularly in countries with large Irish populations. During the 18th and 19th centuries, many Irish people immigrated to places like the United States, Canada, and Australia, bringing their traditions with them. One of the earliest recorded St. Patrick's Day parades took place in New York City in 1762. These parades became a way for Irish immigrants to celebrate their heritage and show pride in their roots. Over time, St. Patrick's Day became not just a religious observance, but also a cultural celebration of all things Irish. Several symbols are strongly associated with St. Patrick's Day, each with its own meaning and history. One of the most well-known symbols of St. Patrick's Day is the shamrock, a small three-leafed plant that has deep roots in Irish history and folklore. According to legend, St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland, used this shamrock to explain the concept of the Holy Christian Trinity. Each leaf represented one part, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. St. Patrick did this while spreading Christianity throughout Ireland in the 5th century. The three leaves of the shamrock made a simple yet powerful visual representation of this religious belief, and it became closely associated with both St. Patrick and Irish Christian traditions. Beyond its religious significance, the shamrock has come to symbolize Irish pride and heritage. It is widely recognized as a national emblem of Ireland and is often worn on St. Patrick's Day as a sign of celebration. Many people pin a real-life or artificial shamrock to their clothing. The shamrock also appears in Irish arts, sports teams' logos, and official emblems, reinforcing its importance as a cultural symbol. In addition to its spiritual and cultural meanings, the shamrock has long been considered a symbol of good luck. Some believe that carrying a shamrock can bring good fortune and protection, similar to the rare four-leaf clover, which is thought to be even luckier. Green is the color most commonly linked to St. Patrick's Day, but this wasn't always the case. Early depictions of St. Patrick actually showed him wearing blue. However, over time, green became the dominant color because of Ireland's nickname, the Emerald Isle, and its lush green landscapes. Wearing green on St. Patrick's Day is now a widely followed tradition. Leprechauns are mischievous creatures from Irish folklore. They are often depicted as small bearded men wearing green coats and hats. According to legend, they are shoemakers who hide pots of gold at the end of rainbows. Though not directly related to St. Patrick, leprechauns have become a fun and recognizable part of St. Patrick's Day celebrations. The harp is a traditional symbol of Ireland and has been used in Irish culture for centuries. It appears on official documents, coins, and even the Irish coat of arms. The harp represents Irish music and storytelling, both of which are important parts of St. Patrick's Day festivities. Today, St. Patrick's Day is celebrated in many ways around the world. Let's take a look at some of the most popular traditions. Cities around the world hold grand St. Patrick's Day parades. Some of the biggest take place in New York City, Chicago, Boston, and Dublin. These parades feature marching bands, Irish dancers, and floats decorated in green. Many people wear green clothing or accessories on St. Patrick's Day to celebrate Irish heritage and the spirit of the holiday. This tradition is so widespread that cities, schools, and workplaces are often filled with shades of green on March 17th. Some people take their festive attire even further by dyeing their hair green, painting their faces with shamrocks, or wearing accessories like leprechaun hats, beaded necklaces, and socks covered in lucky symbols. Others opt for more subtle touches like a green tie, scarf, or jewelry. One of the most well-known customs tied to wearing green is the tradition of pinching those who don't. While the exact origins of this playful act are unclear, some believe it comes from the idea that wearing green makes a person invisible to leprechauns. Leprechauns are mischievous fairy creatures from Irish folklore. According to legend, leprechauns like to pinch anyone they see, so if you're not wearing green, then you become an easy target. Though their tradition is mostly lighthearted, it's always a good idea to check that everyone is on board before playfully pinching our friends or family. Beyond clothing, the color green appears in many other St. Patrick's Day traditions. In some cities, rivers, fountains, and even beverages are dyed green to mark the occasion. Whether it's through fashion, face paint, or festive decorations, wearing green is a fun way for people of all backgrounds to join in the celebration of Irish culture. One of the most famous St. Patrick's Day traditions happens in Chicago, where the Chicago River is dyed bright green to celebrate the holiday. Don't worry, they use environmentally friendly dye. The tradition started in 1962 and has become a beloved spectacle. St. Patrick's Day is a time for enjoying traditional Irish music and dance. Many people attend concerts featuring Irish music, and Irish step dancing performances are a common sight. Food is an important part of any celebration, and St. Patrick's Day is no exception. On this festive day, many people enjoy traditional Irish dishes that have been passed down through generations. One popular meal is Irish stew, a hearty dish made with lamb or beef, potatoes, carrots, and onions, slow cooked to perfection. Another favorite is culcanon, a comforting blend of creamy mashed potatoes and cabbage or kale, often served with butter or scallions for extra flavor. No Irish meal would be complete without soda bread, a simple yet delicious bread made with flour, baking soda, buttermilk, and salt. Some variations include raisins or caraway seeds for a hint of sweetness. In addition to these staples, corned beef and cabbage has also become a well-known dish associated with St. Patrick's Day, particularly in the United States. Whether enjoying a home-cooked feast or visiting an Irish pub, food plays a central role in celebrating this special day. And now, it's time for some fun facts. But before we do, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to this channel. Let me know in the comments if you celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Personally, I am not Irish, and so I do not celebrate it very much besides wearing green. I do like the color green, so I don't need much of an excuse to wear it. But funnily enough, I used to teach at an international school in China, and even they wore green on St. Patrick's Day. So I guess everybody likes a good excuse to wear green. What about you? Anyway, now on to some fun facts. There are more people of Irish descent in the United States than there are in Ireland itself. Legend says St. Patrick banished snakes from Ireland, but scientists believe that there were never any snakes on the island to begin with. The phrase Erin Gobre is often heard on St. Patrick's Day, which means Ireland forever in Irish Gaelic. The first St. Patrick's Day parade didn't take place in Ireland. It happened in New York City in 1762. St. Patrick's Day is a holiday rich in history, culture, and tradition. What started as a religious feast has grown into a global celebration of Irish heritage. From its deep-rooted history to modern-day parades, music, and festivities, St. Patrick's Day brings people together in the spirit and joy of cultural appreciation. Whether you celebrate by wearing green, attending a parade, or simply learning more about Irish traditions, this holiday is a great way to connect with history and heritage. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more educational videos. Teachers and homeschooling parents, if you're teaching about St. Patrick's Day, be sure to check out the link in the description for educational resources to make learning fun and engaging while making prep time easy for you. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to get messy and make lots of mistakes today. Happy St. Patrick's Day! Bye!